Welcome back. Smooth in Crypto. I'm your host, Maxwell Smooth. It is day 117 in TitanX, and we are looking forward to new projects coming out. Nonetheless, right, it has been a little bit of a lull in our ecosystem, but mining is still getting harder every single day. The daily update is still chugging along. And unfortunately, right, people don't realize how hard it is going to be to mine TitanX in the future. We have so much upcoming updates and stuff like that that it's impossible not to notice the flies that are buzzing around the protocol. And people are waiting to utilize these new projects that are being going to be released on titanx, but let's get into some stats and then talk about it. Estimated titanx at the end of a miner is 1.102 billion. ETH to start the miner is 0.2194, so roughly $642. Market value at the end of a miner is 1,000, so you get 156% return on the miner, and it's okay, right? 156% is pretty good in terms of legacy investments, crypto wise. This is going to need a serious price boost for this to be any better. But if this thing, right, if this goes up to 5018, then this is a 300% return on a full length miner. So max power. So we're sitting on 60909. Current Titan per day of mining is 5.326 million. So early adoption amplifier is 6.69%. So this is dropping sufficiently and this is dropping sufficiently. And we're only 117 days in. So this will go down to zero day 350. And I'm looking forward to just that. Payouts wise, we have 23,000 in the 8-day payout, 23,000 in the 28-day payout, 270,000 in the 90-day payout, $7.3 million in the 369-day payout. In the 888-day payout, $3.2 million. So I'm really interested to see how high the 369-day payout is going to go, especially since everything else is the 8-day and the 28-day payout aren't really running up like crazy like they used to. So this is a lot of money sitting in here, a lot of ETH sitting in here for the 369-day payout, and I'm interested to see where it goes from there. V2 has 5,084 ETH, roughly $14.881 million. V1 has 4,458 ETH, roughly $13 million. So we still have a ton of money in here, almost $28 million. So although the ETH is going down a little bit in the V2, the dollar value with ETH rising has been pretty crazy. So we're still at 3.33 ETH callable every 60 minutes. So just keep that in mind. We have been doing the exact same amount of burning for quite some time now. Roughly, let's see, you know, roughly since January 12th. So it's been quite a while, and I really like, having that constant buy and burn. I didn't really, this was nice while it lasted, but when it comes to actually buying and burning, I'd rather have it very slow and constant than very fast and aggressive, in my opinion. Especially with a hyperinflationary coin like Titan X is right now. And it's going to need some serious projects to be released. And as you can see, the only project being released is Dragon X, right? And Titan Legend. Titan Legends burned slash locked 41.2 billion tokens. Dragon X did basically 8.5 trillion. So with one project being Dragon X, we have had a ton of Titan X either deleted or locked, right? And the buy and burn has done 19.6. So it's pretty crazy with one doing this. I can't imagine when we get to, the release of just say Helios and King X, right? When those two release, it's going to be brutal how much coins are going to be deleted out of this liquid supply. And you can cap it right now. I'm hoping to get under that 10 trillion mark, right? Which would bring us to roughly what 15% or so. If we got under 10 trillion, bring us right under 15, 14%. And it would be a price rise like crazy if that happened. So, nonetheless, it's been pretty good so far. Obviously, liquid being at 31.84% is not as kosher as I'd like it to be, right? But nonetheless, it is 14.8% um, in the bot protocols, and that's solid. The staked amount is going down. Uh, Pretty much staying stagnant, not really going down, but the buy and burn is consistently rising through. So 31.75%, almost 20 trillion tokens have been bought and burned forever. Let's look at what it takes to get an ROI on this, right? So let's see, 150. Yeah. So about 150, right? 140, 149 days for a ROI of basically zero. You get your money back. So if we 2x from here, this would be 75 days to get your money back. And then if we 2x from there, it would be 37 and a half days to get your money back. So with a quick price rise, mining can become very profitable again. And unfortunately, with where we're at right now with the price and the non-release of certain protocols, we have been in a stagnate price rise. So it's been slowly dropping. Obviously, with new miners coming out every single day, it just shows that people are selling their perceived value in their miners, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. And people always will sell every single day. So, in regards to how much inflation we have coming out, the next 90 days looks great, and every day that comes into play it gets a little bit better, right, with how many we have coming out. And I know for a fact in the future when projects are being released, it is going to be crushing the circulating supply. So liquid is going to rip down, and although we're not gaining a crazy amount of people in the protocol, we're still gaining some, but we need to see some green candles before we really see the absolute rise of users. I mean, we have being on ETH, we have a ton of big players that are getting into other projects, right? And with a green monthly candle, right, or some a weekly or 2 weeks in a row monthly, I mean weekly candles, green weekly candles, we will see people come back and also join initially. So it's looking pretty good, right? But we need to see some projects being released, and we need to see some green candles for this to get the eyeballs that we know we need it. And although it's been in top 10 since the beginning, which is absolutely awesome, it's still we haven't had 14,000 people join yet, right? Right. We're still at, 13,600. And you can see for the past, 30 days or so, it's been somewhat stagnant with growth. We had a pretty big run up, and it kept running up until just about day 100, right? That's kind of where we saw it kind of taper off, even though it was just slowly building for since day 78. So, nonetheless, it is going to be okay. We still are buying and burning a crap ton. We have over 27 trillion, it's 27 million dollars in the buy and burns, right? We have a lot of money in the 369-day payout and the 888-day payout. And with any type of price rise, we will see growth in the 90, 28, and 8-day payout. And I'm just looking forward to it because the miner ROI right now isn't as good as it can be, right? But with any type of X's, like I said, if a 2X is from here, then this is a 300% return. If this 2X is again, right, that's 600% return. So it's going to be quite important to see that, because then people will use their ETH to mine, and it's just a revolving door. And nonetheless, right, fly on the wall, Pyro Protocol is out. That is the sudden change of heart. Why the sudden change? Pyro Protocol without being doxxed, right? They didn't want to be doxxed and they didn't want to release on Titan X. And, they had all types of excuses and reasons why they didn't want to launch on top of Titan X. But nonetheless, they are not releasing, right? And we didn't see anything but a white paper with them. We didn't see any type of anything. So it just seems like they came in and took some followers, right, on Twitter, on Telegram, this and that. They didn't do any live streams, nothing. So, I mean, I don't really care. I'd rather it be released on Titan X, but if your main liquidity pair isn't going to be Titan X, then none of us really want you to be released on top of Titan X. You're just trying to kind of suck out any money that you can in regards to Titan X. And so interested to see where we go from here. But nonetheless, I have a live stream coming up with dude from Helios, right? I got a live stream with the guy from uh, Baby Dragon X, and then also um, I have one coming up with. Uh, hold on, let me just check. Ali Kane for Titan Wars. So I didn't want to mispronounce his name. So we have a ton of live streams coming up in the future. It's looking really good. I'm going to be putting out some scheduling and some, thumbnails and links and stuff like that on my Twitter. So if you want to be up to date on that, Smooth and Crypto on Twitter. I appreciate everybody for watching, viewing, subscribing. 60% of you guys that are watching my video right now on YouTube are not subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate everybody for watching, viewing, subscribing. Until next time.